A warm hello to everyone watching this, and I hope that all of you are safe and healthy. आप सबके घर पे खैरियत है और सभी खुशल मंगल हैं. Today I want to share my unique narrative on this pandemic situation, how I'm doing. Uh, and what I've noticed is when I've met my colleagues on calls, team calls, etc., that a lot of you have found your distinct, unique answers. You are quite sorted and you're doing well. So congratulations for that. I want to applaud the Godrej Corona heroes today in different business units who are doing a fabulous job. And I also want to share my deep sense of appreciation for being part of an organization like Godrej, which is nurturing, values driven, and has our backs. And at such time, I also want to request us to help those who depend on us, our house helps, our drivers, our building staff, lesser privileged people, all those who are dependent on us. So let us go in this current time and go and help them. I want to share two things today. One is how to stay productive, and the second is how to stay active in this pandemic. I've chosen, the active part because firstly, I'm very passionate about well-being, health, fitness. And secondly, this corona has shown us very clearly that this war with microbes will not be fought with isolation alone. It will be fought by our strong immunity, by our fit bodies, by us being disease free. And that's why I would request all of us to stay active in this pandemic. So firstly, about staying active. I just want to share two things here. First is organize your day around your realities. Each one of us is different. In our case, we are 4 people at home, me, my husband, my daughter, and my son who's 10. We have no help, so we are doing all our work ourselves. And that's why I structure my day in blocks. There is a 5 a.m. Yes, you've heard it right, a 5 a.m. to about 9:30 kind of block in which I do cooking, cleaning, workout, some me time, etc. And 9:30 onwards, I kickstart my day with a nice hot coffee and a team call with Shruti and Zeenath. Sometimes Shruti's son Reyansh also joins in and adds a lot of cuteness to our meetings. Post that, I try and stay focused, till about 5:30 with a lunch break in between. I do take a few walk breaks in between where I go and check my son's school tasks, though it's not helping too much. And I also use another thing a lot nowadays, which are the timers and alarms with, Siri and Alexa and phone alarms and all. That's helping me a lot with my time awareness and scheduling. The second thing I would say is that build new neurons, build some new habits. Godrejite, my learning space at Godrejite has some amazing treasure of resources which has been curated by Kritika and Vikram, and you must try it. It has some very rich information about GCFs and other development areas, and it can really be helpful. I'll also say that, build a few new habits. Journaling and meditation have been on my to-do for a really long time, and I've now started them and started doing them that a few days. I've also started reading quite a lot, so have finished 3 books recently. There's Atomic Habits, there's Power of Habit, and I have reread this book, Deep Work. Sumit, thanks for this book. This was really good. Next, what I want to focus strongly is self-care through exercise, lockdown or non-lockdown. Self-care is giving your employer, your family, the best of you instead of what's left of you. And there will never be a better time to start this life-changing habit and gift ourselves vitality and fitness. Most of us don't have a commute now. That adds 3 hours to my day. So let's just utilize that. let's start with just 30 minutes a day or just 10 minutes a day. I'm repeating this, but COVID has compellingly proved that keeping our bodies in good health is an essential job. Fitness is a vast topic, and I'm not an expert, but I'll share a few practical tips that I have utilized in my journey and they have worked for me. I can talk for hours, but I'll just try and focus on a few tips. So first, just one or two broad things. So essentially in the health hierarchy, it's thoughts or mind first, and then food, and then exercise. A lot of times we tend to focus on the last one, and today also I'm talking about the last one, but the first two are most important, and 80% of our health depends on that. For the mind, meditation, gratitude are really good. As far as diets is concerned, it's way beyond carb, fats, proteins, and also, if you have some time, do read up about that. You'll kind of get benefited by that. But what I'm requesting you is to start exercising today. Any purposeful movement, cardio, strength, stretching, yoga, dance, walk, running. I love running, Pilates, whatever works for you. Work it around your habits, but do start it. If we are a lagging measure of our habits, then our health is a lagging measure of our exercising and food patterns. So I'm just going to share 4 tips, and some of them are inspired by the book Atomic Habits, which I showed you. The first one is implementation intention. We all say I want to be fitter, but people who make a specific plan about when, where, how, with whom they'll perform this new habit or exercise are more likely to follow through. Don't leave it to chance, and hope that we'll just remember it or we'll feel motivated tomorrow. Doesn't happen. Spell out specifically, when are you going to do it, with whom are you going to do it, where, how. For example, my pre-implementation intention was that I work out on Monday, Wednesday, Friday with my running group, Runners Academy, at home ground, which is close to my place, and a long run on Sunday at National Park. Now, of course, in this situation, I had to modify it, but I've still kept up with some of them. I ran 21 kilometers last Sunday in our building in a 400-meter loop, so about 51 rounds. You could also insert habit stacking in that, which is also a kind of implementation intention where you just pair what you want to do with your current habits. So for example, you can say that I will look at WhatsApp in the morning, how much you want to do that, only after I have exercised for at least 20 minutes. Or I will, as soon as I finish my work in the evening, I will change into exercise clothes. So try implementation intention. The second is make it easy. Our real motivation is to be a bit lazy and do what is convenient. Yes, that's accurate. It's a smart strategy because we all want to use the law of least effort. Thus, we have to make exercising effortless, as effortless as we can. So what I do is I always keep my workout, my workout clothes, shoes, socks, my watch, my Garmin always charged at a place where I can find them easily. It's just that in the morning or when you're going to do it, if you're looking for things, you could get derailed. Also, don't take up something very challenging. Like, don't say I will do 500 skipping or 10 kilometers. Say that I will skip every day, just 10 a day, just 2 push-ups. So start small and start with ease. So implementation intention and make it easy. The third I will say is that miss it once, but don't miss it twice. If you've missed it once, it was probably an accident. But if you're missing it second time, then you're starting a pattern. So just do 10 minutes or 5 minutes, but don't make it either all or nothing. Don't be a fair weather exerciser. And I'm telling you, you're going to really start enjoying it. My fourth tip, which has worked very well for me, is that if you really wish to improve and stay with exercising, have an accountability partner or a buddy or a coach. You know, I have a running partner, Mahesh, and we must have run some 100 times at 5 a.m. last year. And whenever we plan together, our chances of showing up for that run are 99.9%. And whenever I have planned to run on my own alone, it's about 70% or lower. So rope someone in, you know, it benefits both of you. See if it can be your spouse. Though I couldn't manage that despite my husband being a marathoner, we don't exercise well together. So I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm just telling you it'll be worth it. It'll definitely be worth it. Do something that your future self will thank you for. And I'm emphasizing on this only because the situation needs fitness. In the end, I want to share a small poem written by my son Soham. Locked in a lockdown, feeling blue but not down. Suddenly, all our progress was slowed down, and many faces showed a frown. Our school journey was twisty and turny. In the end, we will all cheer with glee when we find key to the future of humanity. So till we meet again, and I hope that's really soon, get fit, become strong, stay safe, and stay healthy. See you soon. Thank you.